Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. In today's video, we are going to be talking about issues with Polka dot. I'll put up the scientific name on the screen. Now guys, there could be a couple of reasons behind why does this happen. One is when you tend to water them less or when the soil is dry for a longer period of time because they prefer a slight amount of moisture in the soil. Another reason could be that your soil mix is very compact. You need to have a very loose, porous and well-draining soil mix. They do not like to be sitting in soggy, wet soil. So every container, every pot that you're using for them should have a drain hole and the excess water should drain out, leaving a slight moisture in the soil. Another reason could be that you are keeping your plant in afternoon direct sunlight, or if the plant is getting too much of strong sunlight, that is also when the plant will start to look like this. All you have to do is give it a good amount of indirect bright light. Now guys, please do not keep this plant in less light or in low light condition. The plant will not do quite well. There are a couple of things that can happen. One is that the plant will start to lose all those polka dots or the variegation. This plant is known for, or this plant's beauty depends upon those polka dots. This is the pink one, but you have different colors and different varieties. You have the red ones as well, you have the white ones as well. You have some of them that have more of those colors and less of greens. So if you're going to keep it in low light or less light, the leaves will start to fade off all that variegation. They will turn more green in color. That's not all about it. Apart from that, the growth of the plant will also slow down. Apart from that, the plant will also stretch. So be extremely careful. This plant prefers a good amount of indirect bright light. If the plant is mature, like my plant is a very small little cutting, but if you have a mature plant, you can give early morning 1 to 2 hours of sunlight, direct sunlight early morning, or you have to keep it in indirect bright light. There has to be a good amount of light in order for that variegation to look beautiful. Now in my case, why this is happening, you can see my soil is already very moist, it's already very wet. But the reason behind mine is it was a cutting, it's already rooted, it had a plastic cover over it, but due to the wind, the plastic cover happened to fly off. Now as you all know, the humidity level in my city is very low, due to which my plant started to kind of shrink, it started to look very bad. That's why what I have done is I've gone ahead and misted it, and I'm going to put up the plastic sheet once again. Now this is a clear plastic sheet. The plant needs a good amount of light, so you have to use a plastic sheet that is transparent in color. This time I will be adding some clips to it so that the bag does not fly off. Now guys, ideally this will not happen to a mature plant because my plant is very small. It's not completely established. That's why it started to look like this because of low humidity. This plastic is going to give it a good amount of moisture and humidity. There are small little holes on the plastic for the plant to breathe. At the same time, this plastic sheet is going to retain a good amount of moisture. But the mistake what I did is I did not clip the plastic sheet, and my plant and the pots are all on the terrace. There is very strong wind, due to which the plastic flew off. So the plant is a little bit weak. As I said, it's not completely established. That's why it started to have issues. But if you are also doing a cutting and you're trying to propagate it, the best thing what you can do is use a clear plastic sheet or a plastic bag like this. This will maintain the humidity and moisture inside, and this will help the plant grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the plant aside. I have already misted it. The soil is also almost moist. So I'm just going to leave it aside, and we will check how it looks after 24 hours. So guys, it's been already 24 hours and today I will be checking how the plant looks. I can already see that the plant has bounced back. And as you can see, the plant looks very fresh. All the leaves have opened up because the plastic had retained that moisture and the humidity inside. Just one of the leaf is a little bit wrinkled, but that's absolutely okay. Within some days that will also be fine. You can see this is the leaf that is slightly curled up still, but that's absolutely okay. You can see overall 99% of the plant has lost all those wrinkles and it's looking a little bit more fuller. So now you must be wondering, how long will I keep the plant inside this plastic bag? I will wait until this plant doubles in size. Until then it is going to be inside the plastic sheet like this. Because the humidity is very low. If it was monsoon season, I wouldn't have been worried much because there's a lot of moisture and humidity around. But right now during summers, the humidity is very low. Very difficult for a small little cutting to adapt. So what I'll do is I will put up the plastic bag again on it. but every 2 or 3 days I will open up the plastic bag and I will mist it. Apart from that, I will also water the soil to keep that even moisture. When we tend to put the plastic bag like this, the soil will take a little longer for it to dry, so we do not need to be worried much. At the same time, there is going to be a good amount of moisture and humidity inside the plant. As I said, my plant has already rooted, so I don't have to be worried. Usually it takes probably 2 or 3 days, or probably 5 days for the plant, for the cutting to root. So mine had taken around 5 days for it to root, and it tends to work out really well. This is one of the easiest way you can propagate your polka dots with stem cuttings. So what I'll do is I will be going ahead and keeping it back in the same location where there is a good amount of indirect bright light. But before I do that, I will mist it once again because it's very dry. It's afternoons right now. So I will go ahead and mist it once again because there is one leaf that is still slightly wrinkled. I want that leaf as well to bounce back. After that, I will put up the plastic bag again. As I said, this is going to take a very long time. Probably it might take another 1 to 2 months for this plant to double in size. This is a little fast growing plant, but still because of the environment, I can't say much. So whenever this plant is going to double in size, that is when I will take out the plastic sheet. Until then, the plastic is going to stay on it to maintain that moisture and humidity. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.